Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to a COVID week of wild and wacky chit chats with the twins. I'm Krista.
And I'm Kara.
And we are sitting in my backyard in the lovely Davidson, Saskatchewan. We've got a propane fire pit going so that we can follow all the rules and socially distance and still show up here for you fine people.
And it's December 23rd and it's beautiful outside. How does it get any better?
Exactly. So we wanted to start this little chat off with just a few things we've been practicing every day that we invite you to do along with us. And okay, we're gonna have to get in here. Good morning, Louie. Oh, it's such a wonderful white Christmas this year. We just got dumped on with a ton of snow yesterday, so it's like
very magical outside.
Very magical. Anyways, so in Access Consciousness, they have a whole bunch of tools that are just made to simplify your life and bring more consciousness and awareness into your world. And so the ones that both Kara and I have been doing lately have been really shifting and changing things so dynamically that we thought we would share some of them with you to get you all in a really great place, because let's face it, this Christmas, it's pretty weird.
It's a different one.
It's a different Christmas for sure. And there's all sorts of thoughts, feelings, and emotions flying out around there. And I myself have even found myself getting carried away in it at times. And so the best way that I've discovered for me right now to become aware of this is the feeling of light and heavy. So we are infinite beings, and we never have to feel yucky, heavy, angry, frustrated, guilty. Like, these are all distractions that keep us the same as everybody else. Keeps us kind of in this little bubble of a world. And so anytime you're feeling that way, you just have to hope that you recognize, and that's called aggressive presence, is just to recognize, oh, I didn't feel this way a second ago, and now I do. So who does this belong to is the best tool you can ask yourself. Who does this belong to? Because 99% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions aren't ours. And worldwide right now, there is lots of thoughts, feelings, and emotions going around.
Hi, Kelly.
Good morning, Kelly. And so, yeah, who does this belong to? Return it to sender with consciousness attached and the clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And if you're anything like us, you want to just instantly be like, well, no, it must be mine. I must be wrong, you know? But what if it's not? What if you really are just that in tune with all the energy around?
So right now, for instance, close your eyes if you would, and just think of a time in your life when you just felt so happy, where there was nothing that could bring you down. Nothing at all. It might be when you were just like on a vacation somewhere, staring at the ocean, you know, where you finally paid off this big debt you had, you know, like those moments where you're just like, I just don't care about anything
just
right
feel
now.
so alive and no judgment towards yourself or anybody else.
Big valid point there.
Yes.
So yeah, like just get that energy, and we as infinite beings can always feel that way. It's just a choice, but we don't even know that we're doing it, you know, like we don't even realize when we slip into these places and these spaces of heaviness. And then, like Kara said, yeah, we believe that it is ours and there's nothing that we can do about it. But you can be aware of it and ask, what is this? Like, what is this energy? Is it mine? Is it someone else's? Or is it something else's? And
it's such a, like, it's a muscle. It's like, it's learning to build new muscles because it's not something that we're taught to do, you know? And so the more you practice it, the more easy it gets to recognize. Like, I know for both of us, like, in the beginning, you could go through a whole day kind of eating crap. And then by the end of the day, you're like, oh yeah, that wasn't mine. And now what I'm finding, because we've been practicing this so much, it's like seconds after that you're like, wait a minute, who does this belong to? And it just gets simpler and simpler and simpler, like strengthening a new muscle.
So you just have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And there is a really good app on Access Consciousness called Who Does This Belong To? You can download it for free, and it's basically will give you notifications. Like, you can set it to however often you want, and it'll just remind you, who does this belong to? And then it just stops you dead in your tracks, and you're just like, oh, right, there I am again. And so, like Kara said, it is a strengthening, and it gets easier and easier in time, and it is so amazing how quick you eventually catch yourself doing that. It's just an automatic response.
And it's all also a lot easier when you're doing it with a group of people. So if any of this like sounds like, I don't know what that is, but I'm interested in that, we have a private Facebook group called La Resistance, and we can post a link below. And there's like, I think there's almost 200 of us in there, and we come on live daily, and it's a bunch of us like getting together and practicing using these tools, and it's so much easier, when you're not doing it alone.
Absolutely.
So we'd love if you guys wanted to join us.
Because it is so easy. Like, I find like I can get carried away in this reality, and then I go and I watch like your video or someone's video, and like it just snaps you right out of it, because it's so easy to get washed away in the stream of life. Like, it's so easy to just think you're a bad, horrible, awful person and that you're wrong.
We love to make ourselves wrong. We really do.
So one of the other questions I've been asking every day that is such a great question is, universe, how can I be greater than I was yesterday? Or how can this day be greater than it was yesterday? And then just really be curious with that. And if you find yourself going into the same old thoughts and the same old, like, I have to do this and I have to do that, those are the moments where you want to get aggressively present and stop yourself and be like, oh no, how can today be greater than it was yesterday?
It's like being in competition against yourself.
It is.
Actually, Lee and I watched a Friends episode last night, and they were trying to convince Monica that she should cook. She didn't want to cook Thanksgiving dinner, and Phoebe was like, what if you could just do a way better job than you did last? And she's like, I love competing against myself. It totally suckered her into it.
That's so awesome.
So it's a fun way to look at it. Like, how can I be greater than I was yesterday?
Exactly. And then, of course, the mantra of Access Consciousness that can put you in the right frame of mind is, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And you can just feel like all those places where you're trying to resist and you're trying to be like, I can't, you just keep hammering that saying out 10 times at least, every morning, every night.
And I will say that, like, we learned that when we took our first bars class in 2015, and like, again, it's a muscle strengthening, and will tell you right now, it's taken me 5 years to get to the space where I am now, where it just, like, we say that and it does. It's like, because we don't want to believe that it really can be that easy.
Exactly. And so then it's not.
Because we are powerful creators.
Oh, you're so powerful.
Oh, yes.
Another question that we've been asking too, with everything going on with COVID-19 and even resisting this morning, like, even we were just like, how are we going to do our weekly show? Like, how are we going to do this? And, going into a lot of conclusions about it. It's like, if you don't ask, then nothing will, like you've already decided that it's going to be this way, that it's going to be hard, that it's going to be tough, that there's no other solution unless you ask. And then, as if by magic, I just happened to shovel the deck off last night and shovel my propane tank off last night.
What do you mean you shoveled it off?
Shoveled. It was just covered in snow. Like, it was buried. And I was like, I want to be able to visit with people over Christmas. And, so how, universe, show me how. And it's like, then I thought of the propane fire pit. And I'm like,
and it's like so warm and inviting and magical out
no
here.
Wind,
not a breath of wind. Good morning, Corinne.
Oh, good morning. And so, just even asking, everything that I've done to contribute to or create COVID-19, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And ask yourself that every day, and then things can start to shift and change as if by magic.
I've really been doing that actually with all of my relationships and with my work and stuff. And what I love about it is it's not finger pointing at other people. It's like what have I created and done in any lifetime that's allowing this to exist? It's pointing it at you. How can I change? Because we can't change other people no matter how hard we try.
Exactly.
That question's such a contribution.
And destroying and uncreating all your relationships in general, not even to do with COVID-19, but so it's like starting every day like a brand new day and not carrying forward all your baggage and all of your
projections and expectations and decisions and conclusions. And
so all the points of views you have about yourself today, up until this point in time, everything that you have decided is real and true about you, will you destroy and uncreate it all times a gazillion? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everything that you've made real and true about your relationship with others, with your body, with your financial situation, with your career, with fill in the blank, will you destroy and uncreate it all today? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And it just helps you to just recognize all the areas of places that are just so automatic and that you're just always defining who you are. I am this person, I am this mom, I am this healthcare worker, fill in the blank, I am this person, and therefore all these things are who I have to be because other people expect me to be that person. It's what if you could just start every day new? Who am I today and what grand and glorious adventures will I get on right away?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
Nice to see you.
Oh, you forgot about today, but you found us anyway.
Yes.
So.
And with that whole projections and expectations, what other people are projecting at us, another thing that please join us in La Resistance. We've started we're a week into our new challenge, which is what energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be to shift, change, transform, and clear all energies and entities with total ease and joy and glory. And anything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Oh. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And I tell you what, it has shifted my world in ways I never expected to, because it's so you take all the projections and expectations that other people have of you, and it can be really easy to play the victim to that. Well, they think that I should be doing this and they should be doing that, so I don't have a choice, and it's or maybe you do have a choice. What if we didn't have to be at the effect of other people's projections and expectations?
Exactly. And it often shows up as I'm too scared to choose this because story, lie, drama, trauma. And it's what if that fear has been misidentified as fear when it's actually this potency? It's the you inside that's buried underneath all of these layers and layers. And it's trying to get out. You are trying to get out, but you have bandaged yourself up. You've like cut off parts of you. You've hid parts of you just so that you can fit in. But deep down inside, you're like screaming to let yourself be seen.
Yeah, so if you've been suffering from a lot of anger or rage lately, is it actually anger or is it your potency trying to come out?
Exactly.
And everything that brings up times a gazillion, right? Wrong, good, bad, pop, walk, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. Which, by the way, if you're wondering what the heck we're talking about, I can't remember if you said already. That's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, and you can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information. But it's just like all that energy that gets pulled up from asking a question. It's like a magic wand, and it clears it all out. Oh, Leanne, I play the victim very well. You know what?
We all can.
We all. And you know what? That is so beautiful to recognize, because once we recognize where we are operating from, that's where change can occur.
Exactly.
Until you can see that you are choosing what you're choosing, you can't make a change. So that's awesome, Leanne. Mm-hmm. How does it get any better?
How does it? I wonder.
Laverne, oh my goodness, break out the tickle trunk. Who am I going to be today? I think I'm going to bring out the Christmas caroler outfits.
Oh,
I
love
it, Laverne.
awesome. So you guys, we are starting in 3 days a 21-day journey called Fire Your Demons and Kick Up the Gratitude that we would absolutely love for you to partake with us in.
Yes.
Like as Kara said, it's so much different doing it in a group setting. And like
absolutely.
Even we're focusing on a lot of things that we're grateful for. And so basically there's going to be like 5 questions every day that we're going to actually write down that we're grateful for. And what I decided is, in the meantime, up until we start, I'm going to do this every day. The only time I did it was the day we did our little video. And I'm like, I had the best of intentions to do it.
Group support is an amazing thing.
It really is. Like, it is a support, and it's also, like, it motivates you to do it.
Totally.
Because I tell you, I was dead ready to do this, to commit to it so that I could, you know, like get in the attitude of gratitude. And nope, haven't done it once. And so I'm really looking forward to doing it.
Well, and as far as clearing your demons, if you want to kind of look at it like as a, like demons, look at it as an energy, and say you had a house that was really dirty. We'll just look at the dirt and grime as energy, as the demons. You know, like, is it going to be more fun and festive to clean that house by yourself, or is it going to be more fun and festive to clean it with a bunch of people?
Exactly. And I said this in La Resistance this morning, but like when you connect with people, you can also energetically connect with people like around the world. So like right now, if you could just drop your berries, so these are all your points of views, all your beliefs. If you can just imagining them just flowing away and expanding out in every direction. So pushing all the little molecules of yourself out the front of you, out the back of you, out the sides, up above and down below, and pushing out in every direction into the infinite space of being.
And like really truly feeling all of us connected here right now, working as a team.
And if you imagine being connected with 350,000 people around the world right now, you being you and you contributing to consciousness and happiness and joy and ease and fun and adventure, you doing that invites the 350,000 people you're connected to do the same if they so choose. So if you imagine the whole planet and the 7.8 billion people living on it, like the more people that do this,
house cleaning.
Oh man,
let's see, we missed a couple messages. Leanne was excited. I saw that. She's like, let's do this. Yeah. Good morning, Karen and Mandy. Yes, cleaning with a bunch of people. So much simpler.
And so if you didn't get a chance to watch our last week's season 2 episode 3, we talk more about demons in that video, so I do really encourage you to go back and watch that. And we've also have like a little bonus video that we can post here that if you're just like, I still don't really get what you guys are doing, well, we will include that. It's about 15 minutes, and it's just getting really present with the energies and firing all those demons. So basically, like, every time you hire a demon per se, you are getting them to do something for you that you just don't want to step up and be and own, and you would just rather go into confusion and doubt and just basically.
And the number one way that we hire, like unconsciously, demons into our life is through judgment of ourselves. And it comes back to the beginning of this video where we always think that we're wrong.
Exactly. So what we could do just for fun is do the demon clearing that we learned in Access Consciousness, actually, and Talk to the Entities, which is a specialty class of Access Consciousness. And it's so simple and so stinking easy to do it. It's just, again, one of those things that you have to do. So again, if you just get really present with yourself
and perceive the beautiful planet Earth below your feet, and pull all of the Earth's healing energy up into your body. Just to really allow yourself to receive all the healing energies that our Earth truly does wish to contribute to us.
Chris.
Good morning, Chris. And allow the planet Earth to pull down, melt away all of your barriers.
And just get present with any demons that you may have hired in this lifetime, other lifetimes. And just allow your awareness of them to be stronger.
As uncomfortable as it might be, and intensify that energy and exponentialize that energy.
And if you feel like really anxious or tense about it, make yourself bigger. Expand beyond all of that fear. And make yourself bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And this is the demon clearing. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. So getting present with the energies around you. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to me, to my body, to this reality ever again. So show of hearts, who can feel the energy shifting and changing?
And again, it goes back to that light and heavy that Krista was talking about earlier. Like, you just kind of keep saying it until it lightens your world up in whatever way feels light for you. It might be a smile, it might be a giggle, it might just be like kind of an excited feeling. You know, it can be so many different things. We all perceive energy so differently. So Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing over the 20 days, is to really get present with what have we been covering and hiding ourselves up with, and firing those demons and like taking back ownership of our lives and just being us. Be wild, be crazy, be wacky, be you, and let the world truly see who you are, including yourself, including the places that you've decided that you're wrong, you're bad, you're evil. Like, what if those are some of the greatest strengths you have, that if you just sort of like shifted your camera lens and just looked at it from a slightly different angle, what would show up, and how could that be a potency instead of like, I'm wrong, I'm bad, I'm evil? Like, what if you quit making yourself wrong about everything? What else would truly be possible?
Yes. Good morning. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm really sorry. Kayshawn?
Good morning.
Tell us how, and it looks lovely outdoors. It really is so lovely. We could roast some marshmallows or a hot dog.
I actually bought hot dogs. I haven't had a hot dog since this summer, and I actually bought some hot dogs and some hot dog buns, so that maybe that'll be a fun little Christmas event over, you know, the next few days with the Christmas season. So as Kara's and my gift to you, if you sign up for our 21 days of Fire Your Demons and Kick Up the Gratitude, in the next 3 days we will be offering 25% off, because the more the merrier, and we want to like have this group of people that are gonna start making some changes in this world.
I see us like a bunch of skydivers, like all forming a big formation in the sky, you know.
I love
let's be wacky and wild and clean up this planet, or whatever way you wanna look at it.
So I was thinking of maybe leaving us with a couple energetic contributions.
Sure. Good morning, Erin.
The communion of immunity. So if you want to take your hands, because we are all connected, and if you want to start close, but just getting a sense of the energy in between your hands. And this we got from Dr. Dane here, who's one of the co-founders of Access Consciousness. It's a process called Communion of Immunity. So Communion of Immunity, run 5911. Communion of Immunity, run 5911.
And if you don't want to flick your hands, I'm lazy and I just do it energetically. Like, I feel it energetic. Do whatever you want.
You can sense the shifting of energy. Communion of Immunity, run 5911. Everything that we've done to create COVID-19, destroy and uncreate it all. And let's frack the insanity that is going on in this world today. So feeling the energy shifting and changing.
You really can.
5, 9, 11, 14, 19, 20. 5, 9, 11, 14, 19, 20. 5, 9, 11, 14, 19, 20.
I gotta tell you, when Krista did our La Resistance, one of our challenges a couple days ago, I got to sleep in and I was laying in bed and you started doing that. And just laying in bed, like, I could just feel all this energy just moving and grooving. I'm like, you can't make that shit up. It really does.
There's something to it.
It really does.
Definitely.
So.
And I also do want to leave us with just getting present and asking Earth, what can I contribute to you today?
And you know what I always get with that? Be frickin' happy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we're buying into this stuff that, you know, I'm angry, I'm this, I'm that, it's like it's polluting the earth. And so really I do get all the time, just be frickin' happy.
Exactly.
Whatever that looks like for you.
However that shows up.
Yeah, there is no right or wrong.
Following your path of lightness. Follow the magical energy trail.
Universe, what magic and miracles await us today? I truly wonder.
So thank you so much for joining us on this little outdoor magical Christmas adventure in COVID-19, doing it outside. It's been amazing. And we will post the link. So join us in La Resistance. It's a free group. And you can join in anytime. It doesn't matter if you join us in the middle, the end of our 30-day challenges that we do. And please join us in Fire Your Demons and Kick Up the Gratitude, which we start on Boxing Day, which is December 26th, and it goes to January 15th. And we would love for you to join us.
Yes, and hey, you guys, even though it's going to be a weird one, have the merriest of Christmas.
Yes,
so to all of you out there.
Oh, and thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.